Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin back again with the divine navigation for the week ahead. This is where I use the cards, the moon phases, and the planets to give us a heads up with how to meander through this week. Starting off with my notes here, which I did yesterday. We are this is for the week of May 4th through May 10th, starting on a Sunday. We're in week number 19. So there isn't a lot going on with the planets adversarially, and that's okay. Um, there's a lot to be happy and grateful for with all the really good alignments. For example, Mercury, the planet of communication, Jupiter, the planet of expansion and unexpected gifts, and loving Venus are all lined up quite nicely in the galaxy, if you will. Make the most of absolutely everything you do this week. Like, dig in, like, have a good time with it all. Bring attention to that. Bring attention to let the good times roll. That kind of energy. Allow that to be the essence with which you go through this week. Remind yourself of everything that you're grateful for, everything, the blessings that you've got. Let that be your kind of like your platform, your reminder. We're well into the waxing cycle. That's the bringing in of what we're looking for when the new moon started. We're well into it. In fact, on Sunday, we enter the first quarter moon in the sign of Leo. So energies, the wishes that we created at the new moon can still be tweaked and they can still be sort of manifested. Take a look at them, focus on them, bring more gravitas to them if you need to. It's also a good week to edit your address book, your contact lists, weed out people that don't serve you anymore, haven't served you anymore, as opposed to lingering on to wondering what's happening to them. It doesn't matter. That is almost like a leak in the garden hose where you worry about what is going on with this one, that one, the other one. They haven't been in touch. It's okay. You can even weed them out. What else can I say about this week? Drop the contacts that have wilted away. That's what I just said. Use your heart consciousness. Use your intuition to decide, who should stay and who should go. It's a good time to leave room for the new allegiances and alliances that are coming in. Let's look at Monday. It's a declaration day. Use the Empress and the Hermit card for guidance, along with Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel. This is a day to be creative and a day to be somewhat self-sacrificing. The moon is in Leo, as I've said. It's also, Pluto is gone retrograde. So that talks about the bad habits, the toxic people. It's a bit like, let's go through, that's why I say go through the contact list and kind of sort of weigh up what's happening. There's some interesting cards I pulled. Let's just get right to them so I can explain the day and the cards that go with them. Here we go. So, as I said, on Sunday, we've got the Two of Earth. Now, the Earth talks about our money, talks about our material wealth, talks about the things we actually possess in our lives. And this too begins to bring balance to what's going out, what's coming in. More importantly, it's a balance between prioritizing playfulness with business and work. That's going on Sunday. This is where the Pluto in retrograde allows you to release the thoughts and the feelings and the habits that don't serve you and bring in a sense of gratitude. Moving on to Monday, we have this romantic night of water. Now, Monday, May 5th, also known as Cinco de Mayo, is a 10-1. That means it adds up to a number 10 and reduces to a 1, which is the little space between we've completed all that we need to be completed and we're on the eve of new adventures. Well, bring a little romance into it, a little emotional drama, if you will. Allow your heart to go pitter patter. Um, Allow yourself to be carried away with those romantic feelings because divine wishes and new dreams are possible on Monday. Use the Nine of Cups and the energy of Pisces that can help you. Archangel Uriel is also here bringing you the light to your heart and getting you over the hump of new creative ideas. The moon is moving into the organizational sign of Virgo, and it's fantastic for communicating. Make today easier. It makes today easier to express yourself and say exactly what you mean with confidence. Now, I like confidence because it's just as attractive as good looks. There's nothing better than having somebody pay attention to you that has a little more swagger in their step. And this will definitely be what's going on Monday. Now, on Tuesday, the tables turn a little bit and we get into our hopes and our fears. The Two of Air is really talking about procrastination in the worst possible way: indecision, avoidance, confusion, procrastination, blah, 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 blah. Tuesday is going to require some diplomacy, and that's why it's a number 2 angel numerology day. Work gently, be harmonious, cooperate with other people as much as you possibly can, and you'll have a favorable day. Pull out the Eight of Swords if you're a tarot person. Use the Wise Counselor or the Hierophant, both the same card. And call upon Archangels Jophiel and Raguel to be your helpers, because the moon is moving through the sign of Virgo. It's not quite out of it. And the energy of romance for some and healing for others, depending on where you are in your life. So Venus is actually connecting with Pluto, even though Pluto is retrograde. This will be a great day to consider maybe healthier eating habits, that kind of thing. Moving into Wednesday. Now we have the Knight of Air. Again, it's all about the thinking, the fears, the ideas, what's going on in your head. Intellectual, determined, motivated. It feels like the tables have turned on Wednesday because we have a number 3, a day of reflection, gentle guidance, listening to your masters. It's the essence of going above, or at least going deeper. The Three of Cups, Archangels Azrael, Gabriel, Raziel, Jophiel, and Zadkiel, they're all wonderful divine directors to help you. Our Knight of Air can, with their thinking and their ideas, be a little impulsive. It's a little bit like one of those pinball machines. Be careful of pulling too quickly and going like a bull in a china shop. Be a little more motivated, but not necessarily bullish. That's the energy. It sounds a little, oh gosh, what can I say? That sounds a little counterintuitive to say, well, I'm ready to go. But don't be like a bull in a china shop. You can move forward, but we also have to have that reflective energy, that gentle guidance from the masters to call in our spirit guides and our angels. The moon is making its exit out of Virgo before it heads into the relationship sign of Libra. So we're on the eve of a full moon, not quite there. It's on the horizon. We can feel that energy looming. So be ready for some emotional temperatures to start rising up on Wednesday. Doesn't have to be a bad thing, but just remember to breathe. Take time to just peruse the situation. That's what I'm saying. Think before you act. On Thursday, if you get your gear together on Wednesday, Thursday is going to be a really, really good day. It's about faith. Calling in your guardian angels to sit with you, along with Archangel Shamuel and Gabriel. It's about putting your trust in the angels and giving them your burdens. A reminder that nobody needs to go this alone. Ask for help if you need to. Because the moon is in Libra, consider looking at partnerships lovingly rather than partnerships critically. it's the best to look at all relationships we're having, romantic, business, friendships, with rose colored glasses. You'll win points and even may go further forward. You've got the King of Earth as your Midas touch. That's talking about prosperous, generous, successful, and let's face it, we can attract more bees with honey, and we can sweeten all the deals when we load up with compliments and we become complimentary. So think about Thursday as being your day of being complimentary, cooperative, all of those things. And you just may end up having some unexpected gifts pushed your way. On Friday, we have the release card, which is a number 13, also known as a death card. We see our phoenix rising from the ashes, endings, transformation, freedom. But where's the moon on Friday? Well, the moon on Friday is about adventure. It's about changes. It's about trying to be dynamic, particularly with your personality. It's going to help you combat any hurdles and changes that might come up. Use the energy of the Tower card, the Hangman card, and in this case, I would say the release card is perfect for letting go, for taking on, looking at things in a new way. Let them become your reference guide as you use Archangel Michael, Ariel, and Michael, Uriel, and Gabriel to move you forward. Because the moon on Friday is traveling through the sign of Libra, and it's playing quite nicely with the angry planet of Mars. So you might be feeling fully charged and ready to tackle important issues on Friday. This will be a good day to do all of this because you're releasing the burdens that have held you down, held you back. It's like, oh, let's go. Enough already. Saturday, we have the card of balance, which is in some tarot decks is called temperance. It's also a number 6 angel numerology day about revitalization, about being responsible, loving, compassionate, selfless. These energies will help you navigate through the day. Pull out the 7 of Swords if you're into tarot. You could also use the energy from, the devil or the ego, particularly if you need a lesson in diplomacy. The moon's entered the deep and sensitive sign of Scorpio on Saturday, which is why I think balance is the perfect card. Mysteries are abound today, and we're on the eve of the full moon, which is coming up in early part of next week. Should you find yourself feeling the weight and emotions or feeling overwhelmed, indulge yourself in some spiritual practices on Saturday. You might want to balance your work life, your play life, and your spiritual life. See if you can't find an even keel. Maybe even in the morning on next Saturday, you wake up and you spend time in quiet contemplation in that space of gratitude. And then you work on something, some tasks, maybe some task building, some goal setting, journaling, and perhaps towards the afternoon, the evening, you plan a decent date. Well, I hope that's been a good little smattering for the week. And please let me know in your comments below what you thought, how you feel, and if this is helpful. And until tomorrow morning when I bring you the Divine Daily Blast, much love. Thanks so much. Bye for now.